Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nupehadda, and today we're playing Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, Episode 16, and possibly the final video for the main storyline. Now, I asked the question in the last video, not the Undertale one, but someone asked me a few questions there. One stuck out to me if I was going to play the FOB missions or so side quests and stuff like that. I still have not decided yet, but the thing of it is I don't have the membership for the PlayStation 4 where I can play multiplayers. I can do the events, but that is as far as it goes. So I might do at least one or two videos of those, but I can tell you right now, I'm not that good at them. Trying to go ahead and get on here so I can actually look at the chat. There we go. Well, with all that said, this should be the final video for the main quest. So, let's get into it. Now, I do know about Quiet's rescue the last time and everything like that, because I played this before, as you all should know from the first video. However, I also remember the first time doing this that I got my butt handed to me multiple times. So hopefully, because I'm more experienced in this game now, and because I've developed a lot more better equipment and everything like that, that this might be a bit easier. Now, there is one thing I want to do. I've recently acquired some new stuff, but I've also got something in here that I did not equip. I think I can do it from here, or I have to do it from the equipment section for the mission. But where are you? There you are. For the quiet mission and possibly for the other, well, I don't know. The quiet mission is going to be the last one that's going to have anything like this, because the other one, it reveals the ending and the beginning at the same time. So I don't know if the camera that I'm looking at, I don't know if my mouth crooked, or maybe it's just the way I'm sitting. There we go. But we're going to go ahead and equip this, because in the Quiet's rescue mission there's a lot of tanks, and instead of trying to do the smart thing and just blow them up, I want to try to see if I can capture as many as I can. But her mission is actually a side quest. Secure Quiet. Now, normally I would see myself using tranquilizer and everything, but for this, the worst case scenario, I at least want... Oh, that's right, I did upgrade my sniper rifle, and I upgraded the pistol as well, so... But hopefully we can get through this. But I think we're going to go with this when it comes to Quiet's rescue mission, because as I said, there's a lot of tanks. At the worst case scenario, if I can't acquire those tanks, I am definitely going to blow them up. So night times is probably the best time, but I think that it changes back to day, but we'll see. Also, if I recall from the cutscene that happens before the mission starts, it's a bit gruesome, so if y'all don't, well, let's just say if you're watching Metal Gear at this point, that doesn't matter. So, but for those who are a bit queasy about certain things, yeah, avoid watching at least a minute or so of this in terms of the cutscene, because this gets gnarly real quick. And for those who are starting to come in and everything like that, I do appreciate y'all for watching. To give you a quick recap of what's the plan is for today, this should be the final video for the main story, for the main quest and all that. We have Quiet's mission, which we have to rescue her. We already got. No, that's just a dead vehicle. All right. And then we have the truth. Really, any tips or anything you can provide me would be great. Currently, right now, we are heavily equipped to take on tanks and everything, but I also want to
Be careful down there, boss.
see if I can attempt to acquire these tanks. Now, y'all know my stealth abilities and everything like that, which is lackluster, so we're not even going to attempt to discuss that. But if we can get this done as effective and simple as we can, I'll take any advice. Because the last time I did this was a long time ago, at least 2 years ago, or whenever the game came out, and I spent a good 17 tries trying to do this. So, this is the quiet one, right? Yeah, secure quiet, okay. I feel like we should be down here. Why am I in this section? Or is this the palace? No, it's a guard post. Why am I at a guard post?
Quiet should be around there somewhere.
Oh, no. This is the, we're actually not recruiting Quiet, we're trying to rescue her. Because this is like late into the game. Yeah, I know about the trick that you're mentioning, but that's only when you're trying to recruit her. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to rescue her from the Soviet army. And she's going to assist us in sniping the Soviets and everything when we find her, but we also got a metric ton of tanks that are going to be coming at us. So yeah, we're not trying to acquire her, we're trying to rescue her. But I do appreciate your advice for recruiting her. The question is, however, is where is she right now? Ah, there's even... That sandstorm might actually help us. I don't want to alert these guys. And someone tells me you guys, no, you don't have
У нас
them.
наконец-то появился транспорт с реактивными системами залпового огня.
Наконец? Им уже 100 лет в обед.
Нам их еще не выдавали. Может, они и старые, но бьют по-прежнему, будь здоров.
Да, такая артиллерия нам тут не помешает.
Именно. Душманы даже испугаться не успеют.
Жду не дождусь.
Ладно, я пошел.
Ага.
Alright, we have stun grenades, but I don't want to use those. Don't come over here. Darn game, you just told me there was going to be a sandstorm. Where is it? Never mind. Oh, hello.
Смотри.
Extract him.
Bingo. Well, sniper. Stay down.
Quiet isn't there. Has she been moved somewhere? You see any intel files lying around?
That we do.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Alright, so let's see what happens here. A quiet exit. Okay, so this is the mission.
Boss, we've gone over the prisoner transport log you found. Quiet was grabbed by the Soviets and moved to Nupehadda Palace. She's being held at Nupehadda Palace. Make your way there. They lost a lot of men to her. Can't blame them for wanting payback. But why did she just let herself get captured?
I think it is time you knew. Quiet was carrying vocal cord parasites. The English strain, to be precise.
The third English pair.
Skullface was using her as a vector, an ace in the hole if his assassination plan failed.
I knew it.
But Quiet chose not to speak.
Careful down there,
She told
boss.
me the situation in Navajo. The only language to which the parasites do not react. If you found out, she could not remain among you. And yet, she refused the Wolbachia treatment. Why? Because part of her still wanted revenge. Against you.
Revenge against the boss.
In order to stay here, she took a vow of eternal silence. But then, that sudden mutation showed this was not enough. As long as the parasites were inside her, she could not predict what might happen.
And that's why she took off? Sacrificing herself to make sure the English strain died with her? Maybe. Or maybe she only wants to infect the world. Whatever her plan, we can't let her go free. The vocal cord parasites are the last of Skullface's legacy. It's up to us to erase it. Boss, the targets are Quiet and the English strain she's carrying. Your objective is to extract her. But if worst comes to worst, she may have to be eliminated. Both her and the parasites. We don't know for sure what Quiet's up to, but we need to secure her ASAP. She's being held at Nupehadda Palace. Make your way there.
Alright then. So... what is that? Oh, it's a buzzard. At first I thought it was a security guard. I was like, why? But... alright, now... as I said a bit earlier, this is a scene that's graphical in nature and subject matter, so at least give it a couple of minutes and then we'll get into the action. But here we are. And I'll be quiet for the entire thing until we get to the fighting. And then you'll probably hear me curse and scream. And I gotta close my eyes on this. Bad enough I can hear it. No, we're using that.
You're surrounded. There's no escape. You and Quiet will have to take them out.
And I do welcome everyone for joining. Including you, Jason. The enemy attacked themselves?
Boss, come in. Boss?
That doesn't seem productive.
You're surrounded. There's no escape. You and Quiet will have to take them out.
Get inside.
This is B-Quad. Approaching position. This is B-Quad. I have arrived at marker. Cover fire. In hot. Engaging missile launcher. Prioritizing elimination of enemy threat.
Quiet, they will fight. She's back to her old self. Reinforcements. There they come.
Prioritizing elimination of enemy threat. Engaging missile launcher. Prioritizing elimination of enemy threat. This is B-Quad. Taking too many hits.
Enemy to your left. Quiet's using herself as a decoy. Draw the enemy away from you. Boss, if you're gonna protect Quiet, you'll need to attract the enemy to you. Enemy dead ahead. Don't let them get close.
Is there a sniper?
Boss, reinforcements are approaching. Get ready while you have the time. Enemy in front. Take him out. take it. There's more coming. He's coming too. Roger that. Enemy to your right. Enemy's almost finished. Do this, boss.
No! No, 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 no!
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
Boss, reinforcements are approaching. Get ready while you have the time. If you
All right,
have
we're at the
lines,
halfway.
boss, now's the time to plan them. Try to predict the enemy's route. Enemy dead ahead. Don't let them get close.
Come on.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
Boss, reinforcements are approaching. Get ready while you have the time. If you have mines, boss, now's the time to plan them. Try to predict the enemy's route. Enemy dead ahead. Don't let them get close. Hold up, boss. You need to sequence using yourself as a decoy to draw the enemy away from you. Boss, if you're gonna protect quiet, you'll need to attract the enemy to you. Enemy to your left. Subject on board. Take the rest to us. More coming. Enemy to your right. The enemy's almost finished. You can do this, boss.
Approaching position.
How?
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
Damn. There's more of them. Are you ready? Enemy dead ahead. Don't let them get close. Hold up, boss. You need to secure the area first. Enemy to your left. He's coming too. Roger that. He's almost finished. You can do this, boss. Enemy to your right. Airborne enemy approaching. Look out! This is Pequot. Approaching position. Prioritizing elimination of enemy threats. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Prioritizing elimination of enemy threats. No sign of reinforcements. Prioritizing elimination of enemy threats. Engaging missile launcher. Prioritizing elimination of enemy threats. Prioritizing elimination of enemy threats.
Oh dear God, I'm surrounded.
Engaging missile launcher. Prioritizing elimination of enemy.
I was getting ready to say, I would be enraged. And to all who just came in, welcome.
quiet.
You...
We're gonna have company. No water, no sun. Don't you dry up on me.
Wait.
Boss, do you copy? Boss, do you know where the landing zone is? Head for the LZ. Another mechanized unit is approaching your area. Watch out. Don't let them find you. Boss!
So I don't have any gear. That's unfortunate. This must have been the mother of all storms. Alright. We're in the clear.
Pisho. Mishe. Nahat ani tatsa.
Again, I cannot copy. Can you repeat in English? This is Pequot. Ahab! Ahab, do you copy? Do you understand English? Hey! Do you copy? We can't stick around any longer. We have zero visibility. We're gonna have to pull back. Cutting transmission.
The boss is with me.
Ahab? Wait, who is this? Identify yourself.
There's no time. Hurry!
Where are you? What is your location?
No, you're moving away from us. Circle back to your 8 o'clock.
Copy that. Guide me to your location.
Proceed to your 10 o'clock.
Understood.
Come back towards your 1 o'clock.
Copy. 1 o'clock.
Shift slightly to your left. Now proceed straight. 1.5 miles. Slide right. A little more. Yes, there you go. 1 more mile. Strong winds approaching. Quick, adjust to your right. Left. A little left. Yes. Now hold your position and proceed straight. Half a mile to go. Pequot, I can see you. I have a visual.
There you are, Ahab. Visual confirmed.
Pequot, hurry! This way.
I didn't know you could be so talkative, quiet.
The boss is here. Hurry, Pequot. Please.
Boss. Boss! I gave you an anti-venom.
Where's Quiet?
We've got to go. Let's go, boys.
It's kind of hard to tell to know where everything's at without the binoculars.
I did not choose to be quiet. I wanted to express my feelings to you. If only we shared a common tongue.
Vengeance was what drove me to them. The only language left to me, revenge. But the words we shared, no, that was no language at all. That is why I chose the language of gratitude instead, and go back to silence. I am quiet. I am the absence of words.
I know a lot of people had issues with Quiet leaving, but I actually understand the reasons for it. Not just from a story perspective, but from a game mechanic perspective. But story-wise, I always liked Quiet because she was one of those elements that originally didn't fit, but at the same time it did for Hideo Kojima, because he always has his particular style. But Quiet is one of my most favorite characters when it comes to this series. And of course, Big Boss and all them, but I don't know what I'm going on about, but I just know whenever they did this, and you couldn't really have her as a recruit anymore, up until one of the patches, I think it was patch 1.7, might have been earlier, but a lot of people raged about not being able to use Quiet after this, but it's fitting because she chose to sacrifice herself to save Big Boss, so she wouldn't be around anymore after that, at least not for a while, because as soon as she starts speaking and everything, that's when the parasites, the English strain, would have activated, and eventually it would kill her by eating her completely. So, but on the flip side, I'm surprised they didn't kill her off, because that would have also prevented a lot of the parasites from actually breeding. But those are plot holes that, will never get resolved now. So. We still got one more mission.
the results of Quiet scans?
Yes, as I suspected. Her entire body underwent parasite therapy. The parasites compensated for her burnt epidermis and provide her blood with oxygen through cutaneous respiration instead of pulmonary respiration. In addition, they replaced the digestive organs she lost, and she receives carbohydrates through photosynthesis.
Was Skullface responsible?
There is no other possibility.
Skullface ordered Quiet to assassinate Snake. Only she got set on fire instead when he woke up in that hospital. But then Skullface revived Quiet through his parasite therapy, at the same time infecting her with the English strain. That way, even if the assassination failed again, she could still kill all of us just by coming here.
That was the third English mating pair. Correction. The first and only English pair to be carried by a person.
So either because she wanted to get even with Snake, or because she was working for Skullface, Quiet approached Snake again.
Though in the end, for whatever reason, she did not complete her objective. Some change of heart, perhaps. We want to hear it from her.
All right.
Boss, we've gone over the prisoner transport log you found. Quiet was grabbed by the Soviets and moved to Nupehadda Palace. They lost a lot of men to her. Can't blame them for wanting payback. But why did she just let herself get captured?
I think it is time you knew. Quiet was carrying vocal cord parasites. The English strain, to be precise. The third English pair. Skullface was using her as a vector. An ace in the hole if his assassination plan failed. I knew it, but Quiet chose not to speak. She told me the situation in Dene, Navajo, the only language to which the parasites do not react. If you found out, she could not remain among you. And yet, she refused the Wolbachia treatment. Why? Because part of her still wanted revenge. Against you.
Revenge against the boss?
In order to stay here, she took a vow of eternal silence. But then, that sudden mutation showed this was not enough. As long as the parasites were inside her, she could not predict what might happen.
And that's why she took off? Sacrificing herself to make sure the English strain died with her?
Maybe. Or maybe she only wants to infect the world. Whatever her plan, we can't let her go free. The vocal cord parasites are the last of Skullface's legacy. It's up to us to erase it. Boss, the targets are Quiet and the English strain she's carrying. Your objective is to extract her. But if worst comes to worst, she may have to be eliminated. Both her and the parasites.
We don't know for sure what Quiet's up to, but we need to secure her ASAP. She's being held at Nupehadda Palace. Make your way there.
Here we go.
Don't you die on me, damn it!
BB's dropping!
Intubate, now! Cardiac arrest, he's in B-fib! Clear! No response. Hit him again! Clear!
How's he doing?
Well, he stabilized, but it took too long. He's in a coma.
What about him?
He, took some shrapnel. To the head.
His friend, which came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for a fallen land. For years and years I roamed. I gazed stare at all the millions here. We must have died alone.
كيفك سامر؟ V has come to.
V has come too.
Who is me? Ακούεις με? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you having difficulty speaking?
No.
Can you move your head? Just nod if you can hear me. Look up, please. Very good. Please try to relax. There is plenty of time. I need to tell you something. Please listen and try not to panic. You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, I know. You would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years.
And the first thing I do is panic.
Calm down. Calm down. Try not to panic. Try not to panic. Now. You'll be all right. Just rest.
How do you feel?
It's been 1 week since you came to. Now, let's try getting you out of that bed. Nurse. Don't worry. You've lost some strength, but we've been maintaining your muscle mass through massages, CPM therapy, and EMS. Now, I need to explain something to you, but you mustn't be alarmed. 9 years ago, you were injured in an explosion. Upon examination, we discovered 108 foreign bodies embedded within you. In addition to shrapnel, we also found fragments of human bone and human teeth. Most of it was removed, but some of the fragments still remain. They are located near your heart and in your skull. Look at this. The fragments are lodged deep within your cerebral cortex. We couldn't give you an MRI, the metal, you see. But even if we were to extract it, you would most likely suffer a brain hemorrhage. Mental and physical impairment are unavoidable. However, your current status is not life-threatening. One more thing. This X-ray is of your upper body. You better look now. Best to understand your situation sooner than later. I know it's difficult, but please look down. It's best to see with your own eyes. Be brave. Νοσοκόμα, γρήγορα! Try to calm down!
So much for being brave.
Calm down! Please, calm down! It's gonna be okay! Yes, calm down. Yes. Yes. Κάποιος ήδη γνωρίζει ότι έχει ξυπνήσει. Διαντρέχει μεγάλο κίνδυνο. Πρέπει να ενεργήσουμε άμεσα. Προετοιμάστε τον για εγχείρηση. Δεν το πιστεύω. It's true. There are those who wish you would never woken up. You should be dead, but you're not. The wheels are in motion. Your enemies are everywhere. We must alter your appearance immediately. Otherwise, I fear you won't leave this place alive. It's a wide open world out there, so there's something we need to take care of first. This is you, as you've lived until this day. I'm going to change your appearance. We have no other choice. Very good. Now, let's remove these bandages. Your face has healed nicely. To tell you the truth, these bandages were more for your protection, to hide you from those who want you dead. As of today, your name is Ahab. Forget everything. Your name, your past.
What's up, Quiet?
Everything feels all right?
Patient in the next bed's on my face. Of course, consider it done.
Okay, have time to go.
What happened to the woman?
The woman? We gave her a light. She took the short way down.
Who are you?
Who am I? You're talking to yourself. Been watching over you for 9 years. You can call me Ishmael.
What the hell is going on?
Well, the good news is, you're in the land of the living. Bad news? The world wants you dead. On your feet, soldier. The whole place is coming down. Need a little pick-me-up? Okay. Here. Nothing like a little digoxin to get you back in the game. Come on!
Get over here. Drug's not working. We're getting out of here. Move it. Let's take the stairs.
Yes, because taking the stairs would require no legs at all. Then again, you're not exactly helping to carry me either. Which I admit made no sense even at the beginning of this.
This way.
up. Let's fix this. Next time, do it yourself. It's always good to try and mend your injuries while hiding from the enemy. Over there. Let's go. This way, hurry. Keep your head down.
Help me, please.
Let's move.
Help me. I don't want to die.
Searchlights. Here they come. Hurry. Don't you die on me. Ahab. Ahab. Ahab!
I think I did the exact same thing at the first video. AKA, we'll never learn.
Press the stance button to stand up. Don't get caught in those searchlights. Here they come. Hurry. Now! Move! Go! This way. Come on. Shit! It's ugly down there. Turn back. This way.
Πάμε γρήγορα. Come on.
Σας παρακαλώ, στην κλούδιο. Τι συμβαίνει? Δεν βλέπω τίποτα.
Δεν μιλάει κανένας, θα μας σκοτώσουνε.
Ναι, τον είδα πριν λίγο.
What's happening out there?
It's all right. We'll be okay.
I can't see what's happening.
Do you hear that?
What's going on out there?
Hey! Oh, πρόσεχε.
Hey!
Hey! Hey! I can't see what's happening.
What is that? What's happening out there? Does anybody know?
Hey!
Do you hear them coming? Anything? Negative. He came in here. Keep looking. This way.
This way. We're sitting ducks. Blend in with the bodies. Get down on your stomach and crawl. If you move, we're done for. Play dead. Freeze. Hold on. We better stop and treat that injury. We'll have to take this train again. Hold down the aim button to aim. Then press the attack button to fire. Destroy it. Hold on. I'll take the right. You take the left.
Keep that. Pardon me.
I'll run interference.
Good grief.
Get in!
This way, boss. Hurry. Use that bike. It's tuned up and ready to go. I'll handle the rest. Here. That's your name as of today. Best change your face, too. This one, he'll take your place. From here on, he's Snake. He believes it, too.
My very own Phantom, huh?
Boss, the whole world wants your head. Don't worry. He can handle it. Move now. Quickly.
Aren't you forgetting something? We'll meet again.
Right.
There's a little bit more after this, but this is practically the end, at least for the main story. So, as I said, I haven't decided if I wanted to do the FOB side quest or not. For the most part, it will be just for the events, and I generally don't like to do a particular thing repeatedly, regardless of what the main quest does. But I might do at least a couple videos. We'll just have to see. But I will see if I can answer any of these questions. Pretty much, I'm going to go through all this afterwards and get quiet back and everything like that, but there's not much more I want to do. And here's the other thing. It's been 1 full year since the start of this for me. It started back last year at the same time, on the same date and everything like that, so I see this as a finalization for the main quest and everything like that, but at the same time I kind of blame myself for allowing it to go so long when it probably should have taken more than less than 6 months. But here we are, 1 year later, finishing up what I started.
No time for anesthetic. We have to open her now. Boss.
Now do you remember who you are? What you were meant to do? I cheated death thanks to you. And thanks to you, I've left my mark. You have too. You've written your own history. You're your own man. I'm Big Boss. And you are too. No. He's the two of us together. Where we are today, we built it. This story, this legend, it's ours. We can change the world and with it the future. I am you and you are me. Carry that with you wherever you go. Thank you, my friend. From here on out, you're Big Boss.
With that, we come full circle to Metal Gear Solid. Or, I'm sorry, Metal Gear.
What was it all for? If the boss has some plan, what is it?
The real Big Boss is working separately from us to create his new nation.
New nation?
A military nation above and apart from all. The true outer heaven. Something created to maintain world balance. Independent of the struggles for supremacy, for personal profit, the cycles of revenge between countries. It'll be an army, all right, but more. Big Boss is building a nation. But until it's complete, we support the other Big Boss. The Phantom carries on his legend, his meme. That is Big Boss's plan.
So that's the way it is. 9 years ago, I thought everything had been taken from me. But now I really have lost it all. The boss, and the future we were building together.
One day, the age of Big Boss's sons will arrive. They'll likely want to settle the score with him. We have to shape that age. We'll each have roles to play. Building the foundation for a revolution led by both Big Bosses, the True One and the Phantom.
No. Big Boss can go to hell. I'll make the Phantom and his son stronger to send him there. For that, I'll keep playing my role.
You know, sooner or later, there will be only one boss. There's only room for one boss. His sons are fated to face each other someday, too. If the day ever comes that you go back to Cypher, I'll aid the other son. And then you and I will be enemies, too. One of us will have to kill the other.
Fine by me. I'll be ready for the new age. Until then, we'd better get used to coexisting.
I have no idea what that is. Well then, Master Miller has always been an interesting character for me because I remember playing Metal Gear Solid for the first time, and Master Miller, he always seemed different than what the Miller we're seeing today from Phantom Pain. And I can't help if that was intentional or not. But if you look at everything that's happened in Phantom Pain and contributed to all the games after Metal Gear 2, then you can see a lot of things in a new perspective. So this plan has been going on since maybe past 1975. But if anything, I appreciated this episode. There is, however, one other thing we have to do. Correction. Something that I have to do. Now, I talked about this before in a couple of videos back, but I've come to decide that I would rather have nuclear protection than to be nuked. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.